Let's begin in Vietnam, where earlier today, President Trump landed for his second summit with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Of course, Vietnam is kind of a touchy subject for President Trump. I mean, the first time he was supposed to go there, he dodged the draft. So, yeah, Trump really wanted to make up for that today. So when he got off the plane, he immediately just threw a grenade at some Vietnamese people. He was like, now I'm a war hero, so brave, so brave. So that part was awkward, but at least Kim Jong-un's arrival went more smoothly.
The North Korean dictator arriving overnight on his secure train after a two-day journey through China, greeted with great fanfare and a red carpet.
Kim arrived early today and spent the day traveling around the capital in an armored limousine with his bodyguards at his side.
I'm sorry. No matter how many times I see this, I can't get over the fact that Kim Jong-un's bodyguards have to run next to his car. Like, I know it looks cool, but like, if you're trying to get away from a shooter, you realize you can only escape as fast as your guys can run, right? It'd be like, step on it, but keep up with Steve, keep up with Steve. It's also crazy that Kim took a 2-day train ride to go meet with Trump. Yeah, 2 days. That was the time he spent on his train. The dude has spent so much time on a train, he's starting to look like one. Like, that's what's happened to him. And by the way, the reason Kim Jong-un takes a train instead of an airplane is partly security and partly because his country is so poor that even the dictator doesn't have a plane capable of flying long distances. Yeah, and also he hasn't figured out a way to make his bodyguards fly alongside it the whole time. That's what he really wants. In other news, while Trump is making new friends overseas, one of his old friends is making trouble for him back home. Michael Cohen, Trump's personal lawyer and clinically depressed goodfella, is on his way to prison for lying to Congress. But first, he's going back to Congress to make up for it.
This morning, President Trump's former personal attorney, Michael Cohen, begins a 3-day marathon of testimony on Capitol Hill. Nothing will be off limits in the 2 closed-door sessions slated for today and Thursday.
Michael Cohen is about to pull back the curtain on President Trump, detailing what he says are these personal anecdotes, his first-hand accounts of how the president, he says, lied and cheated throughout his career.
Cohen plans to accuse the president of criminal conduct in connection with hush money paid to women who claim they had sex with Mr. Trump. Cohen reportedly will also accuse him of making racist comments.
Good Lord, this is huge. Michael Cohen is going to testify under oath that President Trump is a liar, a cheater, a womanizer, and a racist. What other bombshells is he going to drop? Is he also going to tell us that Abraham Lincoln didn't die of natural causes? That double-stuffed Oreos are just regular Oreos with more stuff? Yeah, it's on the package. We know. Now, look, it is also possible that Cohen can actually prove that Trump was involved in specific criminal acts, including when he was president. And honestly, it would be big news if it turned out that Trump stopped playing golf and watching TV long enough to commit crimes. That would be a pretty big deal. So we'll definitely be watching to see what comes out of that. But first, let's move on from a disloyal Trump associate to one of the few who hasn't turned on him yet, Ivanka Trump. Last night, the president's daughter took a break from her extremely important job at the White House to teach Democrats a little lesson about ordinary Americans.
You've got people who will see that offer from the Democrats, from the progressive Democrats. Here's the Green New Deal, here's a guarantee of a job. And think, yeah, that's what I want, that's simple. What do you say to those people?
I don't think most Americans in their heart want to be given something. I've spent a lot of time traveling around this country over the last 4 years. People want to work for what they get. So I think this idea of a guaranteed minimum is not something most people want.
Are you shitting me right now? Ivanka Trump says the thing she's learned in life is that people want to work for what they get? Really? The woman whose resume just says, "Daddy, I need job now"? That woman? Really? And for the record, I'm gonna call BS on this. People love getting free shit, okay? Have you ever been to a basketball game when they bring out the t-shirt cannon? Parents will trample their own kids for a free shirt that they will never wear, all right? I've been to Costco's. I've seen people put on disguises to get a second free sample of bagel bites.